This week, we're sending cards in to get graded, and we're getting them back. No two-parters here, let's not waste any time. It's going to be a long one, let's get to it. So let's take a look at some of the cards that I'm going to be sending in to get graded. First up, we've got the Electabuzz promo. This is one of the promos you get from the first Pokemon movie. And as you can see, it's got that wizard stamp right there. Pretty cool. This is like pretty vintage, 99 I believe. So I don't know, with these older vintage cards, what I'm hoping for is 7 or higher. I'm going to put my prediction in for this one. I think we might get a 8. We could push a 9, I think. So one way to find out. Feel free to put your predictions down in the comments down below, and we'll see. Do you get more right than I do? Next up, we've got the Mewtwo. This one is pretty clean, I think. So I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give it a, again, between an 8 and a 9. Anything above a 7 for these vintage ones, I'm so happy to get. Next up is the Pikachu. It's Pikachu! This is back when he was still a chunky boy. We've got that legendary Ken Sugimori artwork on it. Number 4 promo. I don't know, there's a little bit in the corner there. So I think that could put it in 7, 8 maybe. We'll see what we get on that one. Next one, and the final one from the movie set, it is the Dragonite. Really awesome artwork on this one. Quite fitting as well, because he does have the little bag and he delivers the message to Ash at the start of the film, so pretty sweet. And it is actually quite clean as well, this one. I'll go and say 9. I'm going to put that in as a dead set 9. Next card we have is the Mew. This is the non-holo one, number 8. The holo one has got its own number, it's number 9. Again, I think I got this one pack fresh. I think, I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while I've had this one sitting around. I'll go push it as a 9, I think, on this one. Of course, some of you may notice I have them in these flexi cases. I just prefer them. They're easier to get the cards out of, and especially with the little pull tabs I put on the sleeves, it means the graders have less chance of possibly damaging the card as they're getting it out, ensuring that they're going to be in the grade that well, not ensuring they're going to be in the grade I think they are, but ensuring that they're going to be in a better grade than if they were fumbled out of a hard top loader. This one, I think the cut is really sort of odd. You know, it doesn't look at the top like it's sort of machine done. It almost looks hand done on this one. A little bit of whitening up the top there, a bit of whitening there and there. I think this one's a firm 7. I think there might even be a bit of scratch on the card. Yeah, possibly. This one, let's hope for a 7. Actually, now I see that scratch even more. It could just be the case, actually. I didn't see it before I put it in the case. See, this is why pull tabs are amazing. Yeah. I don't think that's cracked ice either, is it? This one might be a 6. Quite possibly a 6. I'm not sure if those lines are part of the design or not. So, your guess is as good as mine. This next one is a card that was a grail card of mine for quite a while. I was so happy to get my hands on it. It is the cool Porygon.
But he's so cool! But that's so dumb!
I got this one sealed and I was really in 2 minds about taking it out of the original wrapping, but it's like, you can't really get it graded if it's still wrapped up. This one, I think, is a little bit heavy on the border this side. Maybe a bit too much for the parameters, so maybe a 10 is out of the question. Corners and back look great. Surface looks very nice, not touched, no like creases or anything. This one, 9, maybe a 10 if that border isn't too thick on this side. We'll see. Every grading company has got their own limits for what they'll allow. We'll see. PG tend to be quite harsh with theirs. I've sent quite a few cards in now. I've only managed to get 2 10s. I stick with PG because they tend to be quite consistent with their grading. Other ones, you can literally send in the exact same card and get a completely different number by up to 2 grades. Really depends on the grader, but PG I find it very consistent. We have a surfing Pikachu here. This one, ooh, yeah, I'll go with a 7. There's a fair bit of whitening on 2 corners there. Maybe an 8 actually. It is quite nicely centered. Can't see any surface damage. So we'll go with an 8. Okay, we'll lock that one. We'll be optimistic. Next card. As you can notice, these are all Wizards of the Coast Black Star promos. Most of them will be. There's a few at the end that are not. So this is Ken Sugimori artwork. You cannot beat the OG Ken Sugimori. The front looks good. Good thing, not hollow, so you don't really get noticeable scratches on them. And the back looks pretty good as well. I can't see anything on the corners there. I might push this one. I might push this one as a 10. 9 on the safe side. Maybe a 10. Just watch how wrong I get this, because I'm just grading with my eyes and guessing. They have like machines and stuff. Far too complicated for me. I would love to do a video one day. It has been my dream video since I started this channel. Is to go inside and look at their grading process, how they do it, maybe get a couple of interviews as well. This one, all right. Anyway, enough talking about what I want to do. This one is a Scizor. Again, looks pretty good. There's a bit of a whitening down the corner. And a little teeny whiny one there, I think. We'll go with an 8 on that one. We have the Pokemon Tower. There's only a handful of trainer cards done as promos. This is one of the more affordable ones. Obviously Pokemon Center and I think Lucky Stadium? I can't remember the name of it. Those ones are big money. So if you've got one of those sitting around, yeah. Check your old shoe boxes. You might be sitting on a small fortune. This one is also pretty good nick. With these vintage ones, it's quite hard to sort of grade, but I will go with a hesitant 9. Next card in is the Machamp. Big fan of the Machamp here, because this one came out originally in Japan and it's one of the vending series cards. I love the vending series because they had the most janky artwork and some of the most incredible artwork as well, actually, but I'm a big fan of the jank. This is a janky Machamp. Machank, we'll see. Hidden Pokemon in there. You got like a Voltorb, Doduo, Hitmonchan. Let's see. This is actually an early one by Tomokazu Kamiya. Like, Tomokazu Kamiya has been an artist with Pokemon for the longest time. If you're not too sure on who that artist is, watch a Real Breaking Nate video. He'll be sure to point them out to you. I don't know, centering is pretty solid. Maybe a tad thicker on the top and maybe a tad thicker on that side. We'll go 8, 9. I'm not sure if they do half grades. They've changed a lot since I last did a submission. I think they do half grades. They've changed the label, which annoys me a little bit because OCD, and I've already got a load graded. So they're going to be different looking labels and... Ugh.
Does anyone else have the heebie-jeebies?
Literal makes me a bit chingly, cha-ching. Anyway, moving out, we have this is from the Nintendo era, so Wizards no longer doing Pokemon cards. This was one of the first promo cards, the Groudon EX. Yeah, a little bit heavy on this side. It seems to be quite a common thing. Bit of whitening there. bit of whitening down the side there as well. Not too sure, doesn't show up that well on camera. I'll put this one in as a, it's quite minor, 7, maybe an 8. 7, maybe an 8. I have seen there's a hollow version of this as well. I've got no idea about that. This is just the bog standard one. Originally bought this one, I think, back in 2003 for like £3 with my pocket money, so from a little shop which is no longer with us. So a lot of the cool trading card shops are gone. This one, ooh, fan favorite card, is skyrocketing in price right now compared to where it was a year ago. This is the Obsidian Flames ETB Promo Charmander, but more importantly, this one is the Pokémon Center version. Again, perhaps thicker on the right than the left, could still be within margin. The back is pretty good. This is during the time where quality control, with the promos especially, were not great. PG do take that in mind, and some of the promos around this time, they're not so strict on the centering. So this one, 9, possibly a 10. I don't see any scratches on the actual card itself, but they've got very detailed machines that pick up stuff our naked eyes do not. Next up is another Pokemon Center exclusive from an ETB. It's the Magneton, and I have to get this one done because it is done by the one, the only, Shinji Kanda. Now I have 2 of these. Out of the 2, I selected this one because I feel the centering is a lot better on this one. Maybe a bit thin on the right compared to the left. Definitely a contender. Corners look good. It's Shinji Kanda. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say a 10. Hopefully. Hoping it's a 10, just so I've got that amazing piece of artwork by my favourite artist in a perfect grade. Next, a very popular card, especially at the moment, is going for like twice the value of the ETB itself. We'll see. I mean, by the time this video comes out, that could have all changed. It is a rapidly evolving market, and of course, speaking of evolving, it is Eevee from Prismatic Evolutions. Centering is shockingly good. Looks like they've sorted their stuff out at the Pokemon Center. On the back, we are also looking pretty good. Don't see any whitening. However, they're printing out. You see a little bit of a hollow coming out at the top there. So that could bring it down, possibly an 8, maybe a 9. I'm not too sure how they would grade that. Next, we are going to Japan with the, and you might remember the video we pulled this one in. Joking, no one does because no one watches the Japanese videos. We have the Master Ball Eevee. Big fan of this one, and let's try and see. Centering, maybe a bit heavy on the left. It's funny, all the ones started off on the right, now it seems to have shifted to the left. Japanese cards do tend to grade a bit better, but again, I think we've got another cut issue on the top here because I can see a little bit of the hollow sort of peeking out. For maybe they need to sharpen their blades, I'm not entirely sure. You can see it on the back as well, actually. This one, again, I'm not sure how they deal with that. I'm not sure how they grade that. It's not corners, edges, I guess. That would make sense.
That makes sense to me.
And we will go with a 8 on that one. I am quite optimistic with a lot of these cards. I know. We'll see when we get them back. So we've got a Bulbasaur here. Another card that is really sort of skyrocketing in price at the moment. I think we're looking at around the $45, maybe $50 mark as it currently stands while recording this part of the video. But when we get them back, I'll try to do my best putting a graded price up and the raw price. You can see the difference it makes getting certain grades. This one, I really do struggle. Good condition, no scratches, a little bit of the edge there. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera too great. Yeah, let's go for 9, right? Next card. Iono. This is the special illustration rare from Paldea Evolved. That's the one. Really good, actually. Great centering. Up, down, left, and right. No scratch wear. And the back, I don't know about you, but I cannot see any damage on that one. This one could be a 10 contender. And the final card we're grading is not anything big or special. It's just one I kind of like. And another one that is going up in value. We're not talking mad money, okay? It was a $2-3 card. At the moment, it's currently an $11-12 card. It is the Zekrom with N. This is a Akira Igawa artwork, who is an incredible artist. This one is from the Trainer Gallery in Brilliant Stars. That's the one. So I do remember some stuff. It's always hard for me to remember because you've got the logos. On the modern ones, you've got sort of like initials of the set, so you can kind of work out what most of them are as long as you can remember what the set names are. This one you've got to remember a little dinky drawing. Not easy. This one I think we might get an 8 because some of the corners aren't perfect. We'll go 8, maybe 9. If they do halves, maybe 8.5. So that is my lot. We will be sending all of these beauties off. There's 20 in total. So stick around. It's going to take 2 or 3 weeks for me to get them back, but for you, it'll be instant. And it'll be just like that. So it was a quicker turnaround than I expected. This got here like within a week, and I went for the cheapest option. I've taken my address off here just in case, because I don't want any of you knowing where I live, unless your name's Rhea Ripley. Can I tear? Ah, cool. Ah, it's just got pull tab. If I just do the pull tab, there we go. And open. Ooh. Okay, so it's a bit big for the camera, so I'll move it aside. Got one stack there. Whoosh. And enough. This box is heavy, man. I have been ridiculously ill recently. Again, I'm just lucky like that, and it's not been good. On a course of steroids and antibiotics and God knows what else, we will start off. Let's debag these. Oh, I'm liking these. So we'll start off with the sizzle here. Okay, so it's not in the order we sent them out in. Sizzle, what did I put down? I think I had that one down as a 8. So it comes back. Am I right? Am I any good at guessing grades? Apparently not too bad as it goes. So PG grading, if you're hiring, hit me up. So yeah, 1 for 1. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. That's the end of that video. But that'll be very unentertaining. Next up, I don't know what card this. Oh. Alright, this is a new thing they started doing, I've just noticed. They put them in perfect fit sleeves as well. Interesting. Or do they? Yeah, that is a sleeve. Wow, okay. It's cool. Ooh, right. This is a big hitter. This is the Pokemon Center Charmander from the Obsidian Flames ETB. What did I have down for this one? I think I went quite high. I was optimistic. I went with a 9. Oh, we're 2 for 2. Yeah. Hire me. Don't need all your fancy machines. I've got these peepers here. Oh, this is actually a pretty... Oh, this is an interesting one. So we've got the Eevee from the Prismatic Evolutions ETB, and it is the Pokemon Center one as well. I had this one down as a 9, hesitant 9. 9. Okay, so that answers that question. They do 0.5s, which is good because I did put that down for a few of my predictions. So 9.5, that is so close to a 10. It's so annoying. Kind of wish they didn't do the 0.5s, because if it's just a flat 9, you'd be like, ah, it's not a 10. But 9.5, that's pretty close to a 10. Also, let's just show you, there's the difference here between the old ones and the new ones. So it is quite interesting. Is it taller? Yeah, they are marginally taller cases as well, which means they're not going to stack. My collection's going to look so weird now. Okay, next one, we are getting back. Cannot believe how quick they were to grade. That is incredible. Oh, it's the Bulbasaur, it's the Brute Root, one of my favourite starters of all time. Let's twist the camera because I tend to be leaning this way a little bit today. What did I put down for the Bulby? I got it as a 9. So, I mean, I wasn't spot on with the last one, but I was pretty close, right? 9.5, better than I thought. That is incredible. Of course, on the screen, I will be having a few numbers because, you know, numbers are fun. Not when you're in school, but when you're an adult, they're kind of fun. Next one, ooh, debag it. I do like they do the bags stuff. Ooh, this could potentially be quite a big one. I don't know. I was bold. I put it down as a 10, I think. Keep in mind, so far, my track record with guessing the grade, I've either been spot on or it's been a little bit higher. So if I'm saying this one's a 10, it's got to be a 9.5. Yeah, that works out. At 9.5, I'm not upset with that at all. That is very good. Very happy with that one. Not going to complain. I think there's 2 cards I put down as a 10. The Iono was one, the Magneton was another. So if we get either of those back as a 10, well, we're not going to get the Iono back as a 10, but, you know, we've still got a chance for the Magneton. So this is the Zekrom. I just chose this card because I like it. And sometimes that's a good reason to get something graded. If you like it, you want to keep it in that condition. You don't want to scuff it up. I put Zekrom down as a 8.5, I think. By looking at it, I can't possibly tell why. Maybe it's a bit thin on the top border, perhaps. So 8.5 comes back as that 9.5. Okay, I'm starting to lose my touch a little bit. I don't think they're going to hire me. That is an incredible card. Has been going up in value recently. You've just got to appreciate it for that beautiful Akira Agawa artwork. Because they're not in order, I've got no idea what's what. Togepi. Okay, Togepi. What did we go for Togepi? We went for a 9 on the Togepi. Higher, lower, or spot on? What do we get? 8.5. Okay, I was a little bit up on that one, but not too far off actually. So I will take that. With these older vintage cards, I am happy to get anything above a 7 because they've been sitting around for the best part of a quarter of a century. So that's not bad going. As you can tell, my voice has completely just there at the moment. There's not much of it there, so I'll see what I can do with the audio. Probably not much. This is going to be a pants video, but right, we've got a surfing Pikachu. A surfing Pikachu. My guess, I think I put down as an 8. Again, pretty old one. This is 2001. Been sitting around for a good time. 8.5. It's a very good time. We're nearly through the first stack. So there's 10 cards to stack. Ooh, right. This one was one I quite like. This is quite a special card I've had for a while. The Groudon EX, one of the first EX Pokemon. They didn't get the fancy everything, but you know, it's the early CGI graphics on these things I like. The Groudon, what did we do? I said 8. It's been sitting around for a while. Again, I'm just working off my eyes. I can't, you know, use the machines that scan everything and pick up every little dent and indentation, that's the word. So I said 8. It is a... Oh, apparently I can though. Apparently I can. So that one was on the money. The 8 was an 8. Ooh, okay. Got the Electabuzz. This is one of the movie promos. I seem to think I got this one sealed, but when I sent it off, I was like, maybe I didn't actually get it sealed. It came in the plastic case, but had already been opened from the eBay listing I got. So, yeah, not too sure. Looking at it, there's a bit of scuff on the side there. What did I say at the time? I said 8. I think 8 is possible. Knowing they do halves, I'll probably go to a 7.5. 7, not too far off. Can't really complain. Like I say, these ones are old ones. 1999, 25 years. 25 years this has been sitting around. So for something that old, a 7 is fantastic. We'll open up the second and final stack. As you can see, they are all in those nice little sleeves. Stops the cases getting scratched up when they're getting delivered. So far, no 10s. Like I say, with PG, oh, that could change. Like, I think I put this. It might have been me hoping more than actually analysing the card, but I was hoping this one would be a 10. We'll see if we can make that happen. It was one of 2 cards I predicted as a 10. Like I say, PG, they do not give out 10s. So if you get one, that card is perfect. So I said 10. It's so painfully close. This is why I wish they didn't do the 0.5s. 9.5 is... You know, it's me. It's me. I'm a 9.5. Like, perfect doesn't exist, but I'm pretty damn close. Right, next card. It's kind of a bit more of a mystery because them not being put in the submission order, and you may notice by the numbers on them as well, they're not in any particular order being sent back. So, yeah, it makes it a bit more fun to try and guess what we're going to pull, and also if I can remember. This is the Machamp. Machamp, I said was going to be an 8.5. I said between an 8 and a 9, but then they do the 0.5s. We've got 8.5. Should have stuck with the 8, but it's pretty damn good. It's a classic card from the Japanese vending series. Tomokazu Kamiya artwork. Beautiful stuff. I cannot wait. I'm going to definitely display a lot of these cards. Some of them are just going to go into my personal collection. Well, display is still personal collection, but you know, the ones on display are personal collections I share with you. So we've got the Pokémon Tower, one of the 2 cheaper trainer card options as far as the Wizard of the Coast promo cards go. Trainer Tower, I had this one down, the Pokemon Tower even. I had this one down as a 9, 8.5, we are pretty close. I am not too bad at this guessing malarkey. PG, they are super local to where I live, so I always support local. They just happen to be pretty damn great at what they do, so added bonus. We've got a cool Porygon here. I was kind of really hoping a 10 on this one, but looking at the cart on the borders, I think it's a little bit too high for the parameters. Plus these older cards with hollow, there you go. With the hollow, colourless, normal type Pokemon, they tend to be very hard to grade. I did forget that when doing my prediction. I said a 9. I still think it's pretty good. But I will go with a 8.5. 8. Okay, still a little bit over. All the amount of time I've spent looking at this card, I never realised. See in the background of hollows, it looks like other reflections of Porygon or other Porygons, but we do have that beautiful swell there, and that 8, a little bit disappointing, but these colourless cards are notoriously hard to grade, so what more can you expect really? Next one is it's a Mew. New, this is the number 8 new. It's the non-hollow, that one's number 9. 9 is what I predicted this one to be. Might be a bit of a long shot, but we'll see. 9 on the money. We are good. Yeah, not going to complain. Absolutely fantastic card, iconic card. Remember, I went to a Pokemon event and got this one in a goodie bag, so happy with that. That's like a Pokemon event back in like 99. Oh right, speaking of 99, it's a Dragonite. This is one from the first movie, which, you know, you bought your ticket, you got one of these. I think they're worth a little bit more than the Lord of the Rings Top Trump cards. You used to get those when you went to cinema. Cinemas used to be fun. What did I put down for this one? I wrote 9, that's quite high. It is colourless, but I think it was mainly the hollow colourless ones that were very hard to grade. So 9, I'll stick with a 9. 8.5, I ain't far off at all. I wonder what they'd do if they didn't do the half grades. If they round it up or round it down. That could make me right on a lot more of my guesses, but probably make me wrong on far more of those. So we've got the Pikachu. Have we done all of them? No, I think we're still missing the Mewtwo, right? So these are the, you know, Kids WB Presents Pokemon the first movie stamp. The stamp can cause a few issues with the grading if they're like not complete, gaps in the stamping or anything like that. Sorry, it's hard to keep the energy up. This is as clear and as loud and cheerful as I can speak. It's the first time I've been able to speak for a few days without losing my breath. So Pikachu I put down as a 7.5. Not too sure why, actually. Seems like an odd grade. I said, I think between a 7 and an 8. We'll go with an 8. 8.5. We're not far off. We're actually not too bad at this guessing game. Unlike some other grading companies, who I will not mention. They might be your favourite and you might have positive experiences with them, where I do not. PG is not a guessing game. Right, we have the Mewtwo. There we go. I knew it was coming up eventually. We're getting quite low. After this, I've got 2 more cards. I can count sometimes. So we've got the Mewtwo. I said a 8.5. Heck, Pikachu got an 8.5. Dragonite got an 8.5. Electabuzz got a 7. But Mewtwo, let's go 8.5 as well then. Oh yeah, we're good, we're good. So they're not amazing grades, but, you know, they're pretty damn impressive grades when you consider the age of some of these cards. Oh, we got the Eevee. Still not too sure. It is a fantastic card. Lovely hollow cracked ice there. 30 HP, I think that's like so low. You don't get that on cards that much these days. Especially for an Eevee. I wrote this one down. I was a bit all over the place. I went like maybe a 7, maybe an 8. We'll go, again, with it being hollow. Colourless hollows, not easy to grade. We'll go 8. 8 on the dot, yeah. Not bad. I think it may actually be, because I was trying to see. Yeah, there is a little bit of stress mark there. Again, very common for these type of cards. You rarely see it unless you get it in the right light there. I thought it was a lot worse than it was in the original video, so yeah, not bad. In the first half of the video, not the original video. This one is the only Japanese card I sent in, I know that much. This is the Eevee Master Ball. Let's see. It is beautiful. I was a little bit concerned with a bit of the edging up there. Not sure if it was really poking out or not. Or if it just was the top of the card. Could be as simple as that. Japanese cards tend to grade quite well. They are better quality card, better quality printing, less prone to errors, they cut better. So I'm expecting a high grade. What do I say for this one? Eevee Master Ball. I wasn't sure on the top, but I'll probably go with a 9. Maybe 9.5, yeah. 9.5. Master Ball Eevee. Oh, I totally forgot 10s were a thing, to be fair. If any one of these was going to be a 10, ideally it would have been cool. Porygon, no. Magneton, definitely Magneton. You know, this is a podium finish for a 10 for me. Fantastic stuff. What a epic submission that was. There was ups, there was downs, there was everything in between. But most importantly, we managed to get a 10 from PG. Did I get all the grades I would have liked on certain cards? No. But they're the cards I had, they're the cards I put in, and overall, I feel the quality of what we got back was pretty much on point. I am a massive fan of PG grading from all that they do. They got grading services, valuation services, and heck, they even put on card shows, and if you've seen any of my past videos, you know they're pretty damn good too. Anyone who watches this channel knows I do not shell out for anyone. I'm not getting paid for this. This is not a promotion thing. I'm not an affiliate with them, but I highly recommend them. So for your next grading submission, perhaps consider PG grading. Until next time though, I have been Kev the Mankey, and you have been awesome. Thank you for watching today's video and for making it this far through it. If you enjoyed it, I've got 2 more right here for you. This one looks pretty good. This one's not bad either. Check them out.